Blend. Well, the Lakefront Festival Grounds is a place to celebrate different cultures and try great food.
Yeah, but in a couple of weeks, it will also be the finish line for a very important event that helps people who often go hungry every day. Joining us now are Brother David Schwab and Father Perry McDonald to talk about the Capuchin Run Walk for the Hungry to German Fest. Thanks for being here, guys.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Nice to have you.
Always nice to have you gentlemen here. Let's talk a little bit about the fact this is your 8th year doing this event. You're an avid runner and cyclist, so you really enjoy doing events like this in the community.
Yes, we started 8 years ago through the invitation of German Fest to put on this run walk, and we grew from a modest 370 that first year to 2,600 last year, so we're really pleased with the growth and the support of the community over those 8 years.
You're hoping to hit 3,000, I know, this year, which is really exciting. And one of the things that I've noticed from participating in any type of run walk, no matter what the length of the course is, and I'm not a super competitive runner, but I think runners appreciate a good course, something that's really nicely mapped out for them. And I know that you participate in a way that helps put together some great events, because you take that into consideration as you map out the course.
Well, that's very true. We have a chip-timed and certified course, so we really want to make it as professional as possible for the serious runners. And of course, to balance that, we also have a 2-mile walk on lovely Lakeshore State Park. So for those who prefer to stroll or walk the dog or bring a carriage or something, there's that aspect of it also.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a great event that not only is something that gets us active, gets us down to German Fest, gets us some, coupons for food and for drink at German Fest, but also it truly helps feed those who often go hungry in our own community. Talk a little bit about the poverty and what some of the proceeds of this event go to.
Well, as you all know, there's a real struggle going on in the Milwaukee community with people who are unemployed, who are food insecure, as they say, unsure of where the next meal is going to come from or whether or not they got money for groceries. So that's been actually growing in Milwaukee, sad to say. And even now, I guess they say at least 48% of all the people that the House of Peace serves in our 3 zip codes, they're unemployed. So you can imagine people having financial responsibilities and obligations and yet having to balance where that money goes. And many of them can't get through the month without needing some groceries at the House of Peace that we administer or come to a meal that they hold at St. Ben's. So this poverty issue is really a astounding sort of thing for Milwaukee, and really not something we need to be proud of, but there are so many people who are trying to help, which is remarkable, and I think both of us want to thank people who have been generous to us in the past and who are helping us now through participating in the Capuchin Run Walk for the Hungry. It's a wonderful group of people who are supportive.
Well, and especially during the summer months, during the school year, we think about many kids getting a hot meal or some type of meal at school, but in the summer months when they're home or out and about, those meals are not, they're not something that they can count on. So I think it's particularly important. We always think about it around the holidays, but to be mindful of particularly children in the summer. The number of participants in this event is important because you have somebody in the community who's actually doing something per participant, right?
That's been a beautiful relationship from year one, is a partnership with Usinger Sausage, and for every participant that we get, so if we get 3,000, that's a ton and a half of product that will go directly to folks in need. So yes, it's a wonderful
some protein.
Some protein.
Right? That's fair to say about Usingers.
A lot of people.
Which is fantastic. So this is coming up, and we want to give people information because, as you mentioned, this is for competitive runners, but also if you'd like to take a 2-mile stroll, you can find out more about that. The Capuchins Run Walk for the Hungry is happening Thursday, July 25th at 5 p.m. is registration at the North Gate of Summerfest grounds, and then it actually begins at 7 p.m.
Correct.
And there's a, a website there in the bottom so that you can go and find more information and register as well. Thanks to both of you so much for being here. Oh, it's a big success.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come and run.